We're here to show you how to play Brass Embers. Don't worry, it's simple, you're gonna get it, and have the rules up for it if you forget anything. So, well, grab some friends, at least, 3 people should do it, and a GM. Or if you don't have many people willing to try something new with you, you can always join our Discord because there's a lot of excited people to play Brass Embers there. And just in case this is your first time hearing about Brass Embers, let me tell you a little bit about what our game is about. Brass Embers is a steampunk tabletop RPG with its own intuitive D6 based system, focused on modularity and narrative. Set in a world wrecked by a tech revolution, factions fighting for a new energy source, and the endless political machinations. Players must rely and support each other to keep their most valuable resource, hope, alive, amidst a system that keeps trying to extinguish the future. So, now that we're excited to play, grab your friends, let's say myself, Leo, and Zoro, and let's start playing. Each one of us would choose a new character.
All right, so today I think I want to play as a merchant. As a merchant, the first thing we have to do is choosing our subclass. We can be a trash merchant, a traveling merchant, or a black market. I think black market looks more interesting, and I want to get precision on my merchant. As a merchant, I already have influence and ingenuity, but you can choose one of those three to get another attribute. Each character starts with 3 attributes, and they influence how we can play the game and what you're good at. So right now I'm good at influencing people, how they behave, so I can talk someone into doing my bidding. I have ingenuity, so I can think on my feet and do some clever things with my character. And precision, I can like lockpick safes and stuff like that. I'm a kind of a sneaky merchant. Okay, so the next thing to do is choosing our skills. On tier 1, we get 6 favor and 3 skills. I think for the skills, let's start with 6 here. This is consumable that we use to use our skills. Let's say I'm gonna get, I know a deal when I see one, so I can help my friends when they're making their checks. Let's try put your money where your mouth is, so I can grill some enemies and make sure that they can get to act as they want to. And those are really cheap skills. You can see they only cost 1 per use, but I want to have a Hail Mary that I can throw out. Let's say I know a guy, so I can spend 3 favor to call someone for help. That sounds really fun, and that guarantees a roll of 6 on 2 of my dice. So it's a really powerful skill, but it's really expensive to use, which I think is kind of fun. Let's go to the next page. On tier 1, we get 3 gears as well. I think it will be fun to get a field kit so I can help manage hope and heal people from their injury. I can get a bag of many items. That sounds kind of fun. It's a bag that you can like pull out an item that will help you in like a specific situation. So you can get like a crowbar if you want to break open a box. It's a really useful item. And I think the funniest one is the Lucky Trinket. Lucky Trinket's fun because it's reusable. You can every time reroll a die once per scene, which can be really powerful. And that's it. So I choose those 3 skills here. Should have hit a check mark. And after choosing those 3 skills, my character is done. I'm ready to play. I just need to come up with a name and we're ready to go. Let's talk a bit about the character sheets. The most important results in the character sheet, hope. You can see here that there's 3 types of defense that each character has. So injuries, reserves, sanity, and notoriety. Each character has different thresholds for their injury. So, for example, the merchant is not very good at taking physical damage, but they're better at taking reserves and notoriety. You can see it takes 3 hits of reserves before they take damage, while it only takes 2 of injury. After you take 2 points of injury, or you feel one of the -1 hope, you're supposed to cross out on your hopes. If you run out of hope, your character is retired from the campaign. So it's really important to keep your hope up. After you level up, you can get more hope, But something really important is if you're at your wits' end of your hope, you start getting paranoid and later disillusioned. If you're paranoid and disillusioned, you're harder to reach out. You become harder to help, and enemies have a easier time hitting you. So it's really important to manage your hope and make sure that your character is feeling good for their adventure. Okay, now that we build a character, let's talk a little bit about the character sheets. Hope is your most important resource in this game. It's what keeps you alive, it's what keeps you going on your adventure. You take damage by taking damage to your injury, to your reserves, to your sanity, and that translates into damage to your hope. If your character runs out of hope, they are retired from the adventure. So hope works as your HP in this game. It's very important to know how to manage it and know when you can push your luck and maybe when to it's time to fall behind.
That's true. Hope is basically why you keep fighting, why you still believe, the future is worth fighting for. So yeah, if you don't believe there's anything or any reason that you should be fighting, what's the point, right?
Yes, and of course you can see here in the character sheet that you can get paranoid and disillusioned as your hope is running out. That makes your character worse as you take more and more damage. So it's really important to keep your hope up in this game.
Yeah, just, to rub a little bit of salt in the wound. You get a bit more angry at the world, then you become like harder to help, harder to reach as you become less hopeful. But that's when you're in your very last legs. Ideally, you shouldn't let your character reach that low, but stuff happens. All right, so to finish off the video, let's do a sample play, so you guys can have like a firmer grasp of everything coming together. So yeah, for this example, let's say I'm the GM. We call them conductor in the world of Brass Embers. So let's say I'm the conductor, and I'm running a scene with you as the merchant character that you just created.
Okay.
Yeah. Um, so you're trying to get past this gate. The gate is rapidly closing,
Okay.
and what are you gonna do?
Okay. I'm gonna try to slip by the gate before it closes down. I don't want to have to deal with opening it up again. There was a hassle. Can I roll precision?
Sure, you're trying
Okay.
to slip past it.
Yes,
All
before it
right.
closes down. Can I have here on my character sheet, I have the bag of many items. Can I use something to jam the mechanism of the gate before darting under it so I don't get crushed?
Sure, that makes sense.
Okay.
Mark it.
So I'll mark the bag of many things here. Okay. And I think, yes, I do have precision because I'm a black market merchant. So I roll 3 dice.
Mm-hmm.
And my bag of many things let me add a +2 to that. So whatever I roll, I get a +2. Let's see. Oh, how much do I need before?
Yes, you need a 12.
12.
So it's like
okay.
a medium challenge.
Ooh, okay, that's kind of hard. Okay, let's see.
Not easy rolling under a moving gate.
Okay. Okay, I think that's enough. It's 11 actually.
Sorry, that's a success with consequence. That's close. You got 11, almost there. So, you do manage to pass under the gate,
Okay.
but you're gonna take some damage.
Okay, does the guy slam me on the back?
No. Let me explain. You do something very cool. You manage to roll under the gate just in the nick of time. You reach inside your backpack, you find something kind of firm that's like, okay, I think this is gonna do it. And then you like throw this thing in the gears, making the gate close, and you're like, whew, I made it. And then you see the gate shutting, bang, behind you. So, but before you can like actually celebrate, you look at the thing that you used to try to jam the gate. And then you see it was this very nice silver candlestick
Oh no.
or candle holder, that you are trying to sell on the market later tonight.
Oh no. What happens then?
You take 1 damage to your reserves.
Oh. Well, let me mark that on my character sheet here. Okay. But I do slip past the gates.
You do.
Okay.
Luckily, you're a merchant, so it takes a while for you to to lose 1 hope from reserves.
That's true. Okay.
So you should be safe for now.
That was a fun scene. Thank you.
If you're excited to know more about Brass Embers, join our mailing list. We're gonna be live on Kickstarter soon. And yeah, also join our Discord. We occasionally have campaigns of Brass Embers. And if you're curious and want to run your own campaign, we'd love to have that. We're also planning on releasing a video on the GM perspective, on tips on how to run your own Brass Embers campaign. So yeah, just keep following us for more. Thank you. Well, Zoro, say hi to the camera. My baby. Nika, come on, jump. Well, he's a bit shy today, so doesn't want to say hi. But he definitely wants to play. Right, Zoro? You want to be our 3rd player?